Okay, my name is Rachel Coonsberry, and I was asked to prepare a short introduction about our program, our cybersecurity program that we're about to launch this year. The program is very intensive. It covers most of the important topics that deal with cybersecurity today, anywhere from cryptography to ethical hacking. My responsibility in the program was to develop a certified ethical hacking course, which covers some of the major topic that organization and faces in the real life today. And this course actually teaches students how to defend digital asset in the world, in the United States, and everywhere across the world. I mean, hackers are uh, getting smarter and smarter every day. There are a lot of very sophisticated tools out there that are made available or developed freely, made available freely for hackers. So they tend to use those to test for vulnerabilities on our machine, on our system, and try to have access. And sometimes that leads to stolen credit card numbers, stolen username, password that leads to identity thefts, and so on and so forth. So, this course actually prepares students to defend digital asset, to defend organization against hackers. Remember, hackers comes from all over the world today, not just the United States. There are hackers from all over the world. Remember, this internet thing is has no geographical boundaries, so we can get attacks from almost anywhere in the world. So, in order to introduce you to this ethical hacking concept, I'm going to introduce you to a very a common protocol that we use in the industry today. It's called SQL. And SQL is a protocol that allows us to access databases, and it has been used for a long time. It's still used today. We use it to talk to databases. It is very easy to use. It is very common in a lot of application today, uh, particularly application on the web, on the internet. And developers use it almost every day. It's very common. One of the tool, let me go back for a second here. The protocol itself, SQL, is a decent protocol. It's old, it has been tested, but a lot of the implementation of SQL is not quite as strong as we want it to be. One of these implementation is the way PHP, a development tool, uses SQL. Now, PHP has been around for a long time. It's a very powerful tool. It will let you develop a website and a web application very quickly. However, PHP has a lot of vulnerabilities, and we are going to look at one of them as one of the vulnerabilities, the way it deals with input from users. Remember, PHP, most web applications sometimes will require you to log in, and that's the application will accept input from the screen, and it'll process that input, and then it'll make a decision based on that input. Now, the way PHP deals with this input is lacking, and we're going to see if the developer does not pay particular attention as at the way they allow users to type in their input, that can cause severe vulnerability in the code. So let me start here. We To show you this, we have an environment that was specially built for this program, and I have on this screen, I have the environment up. As you see on this side of the screen here, we have the servers, and to turn a server on, all you have to do is click on it and turn it on right here. So right now, what I just did, I've turned on our Kali Linux server. Kali is a version of Linux that has a lot of these vulnerability tools developed inside the application itself. So how do I connect to it? I'm going to click on this server, and and I can't log into it directly, and that's the way it is in real life environment. You don't connect directly to your server. You do terminal services to it. So that's what I'm doing. We have set this up very close to what is in real life. So I'm going to connect to it using terminal services. So I'm typing the address of the Kali server. I'm going to click connect here. Now it asks me for the password. I know my password, PASSWORD. Don't try to type that. It's not going to work for you. So this is only for testing purposes. I made a mistake. It failed. So let me try to connect again here. PLABKSRV01. So I'm going to connect. And I think I made a mistake in the cap. Okay, I've typed it in, and now I am in Kali. Now this is our tool. Has all these tools inherent in Kali based into the system here that will allow us to launch this attack. So the first thing I'm going to do, you have to kind of know the pattern of this attack. Now, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to launch Internet Explorer. So I have Internet Explorer on the board, on the screen, and I'm going to type Google. I'm going to go to Google, and I'm going to search for a particular pattern that shows me that the website is actually using PHP. Now, a lot of times the way I do that, this is just one string, uh, and I'm using a very common string, PHP, okay, PHP, ID, space ID. I'm picking a pattern here. This is called an inline Google Doc. I don't know if you have heard of the term Google Doc, but this is called an inline Google Doc. So I'm going to search this, and I see quite a few websites here. I mean, I've hit quite a few websites, and most of these websites, according to the data that I've read, about 20% of website that has this use PHP do not did not do it securely. So here's the problem. What I'm going to do here, I'm going to try to find a site that is not secure. So here's one of them. And how do I test that? Now let me show you how I'm going to test this. I'm going to copy this link. I'm going to copy this link right here, and I'm going to copy this here. I'm going to open another browser, which I'm doing here. I'm going to paste this URL in here, paste, and the way I'm going to test it is I'm going to end it in an apostrophe, and I'm going to hit enter to see if I get a SQL error. And let's see if I do that. Oh, here we go. The first one I pick, you may think I tested that before. No, I did not. I just got lucky here and I tested one and it works. So what happens here, it means that this website has a error in the way that the user, the developer, ended the input statement. So that's what happened here. So that's why I have an error. So here's what I'm going to do. I need to copy this, and I'm going to try to check these vulnerabilities that exist in this website. Now, it's not easy to do, but I'm going to try to do it. There are quite a few websites out there that has this very same thing. And remember, when we did the Google search, we can try another one if you would like. I don't want to get too technical here, so trying another one, and I'm going to my second website here, put it in here, and paste it. And if I hit enter, remember I have to close it. I have to close the statement here, and I'm going to hit enter. If I see a SQL error, here's another one. Here's another website that very likely has a SQL injection issue, right? Look what I get. You have an error in your web SQL syntax on line 60 on code 66 at line 1. So what I can exploit this vulnerability, and how do I do that? Well, I can get started. I can't quite attack a live website, but I'm going to show you kind of briefly how I would do that. So in order to be able to do that, I'm going to use something called SQL map, SQL map, okay, minus U. And that's what we're going to teach students on how to do that. Minus U, the URL, HTTP. Oh, I have a little, it's giving me a little click here. HTTP, my hands is on the notepad here on the mouse pad, so it's causing it to make that little noise. Now here, what I need to do is type the URL. Now, I'm not going to do that because I'm not allowed, it's illegal for me to get into a website. But if I wanted to hack this website, I will put the URL here, some URL. Okay, some URL. Okay, I don't have to put the apostrophe, so I'm going to do space dash dash DBS. This is saying to show me the website, to post this URL, the backend of this URL, and to tell me what kind of website that this system is using. Now, once I find out what kind of databases that are in there, I can look inside the database and find out what kind of tables I will find in there. And once I find the tables, I could now dump the content of the table. Maybe I'll find some username, password. Maybe I'll find some credit card numbers. Maybe I'll find some sensitive information, and so on and so forth. So, for the lab that we have in this course, we have a dummy environment that we have created, and that the student will be able to practice this and look at stealing information from that dummy website, and at the same time they will learn to teach the developers for the company they work for that they have to somehow write proper SQL statement, and that will not cause us to have problems. I'm going to end it here. I don't want it to get too detailed, but thank you for your attention. I promise you this program is going to be extensive. It's going to have, we're going to get a very, very good output or comment from the public about this program. Thank you very much.